you very much, Wendy. Appreciate that. 59 degrees right now. Time for a sports roundup with Father Matt Frisbee. Hi, Father. How are you?
Oh, good morning, Dave and Ron. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing
wonderful.
Fabulous. Tell us real quickly about the event going on there in Fremont. We hear you've been hanging out a little bit with Father Larry Richards.
That's right. We've been having our area mission, 3 parishes here in Fremont, so we're all sponsoring this. But over at Sacred Heart, Father Larry Richards, he's been with us the last 2 nights, and he'll be with us tonight, and then tomorrow night as well. So it's been really powerful. Big crowd.
Great.
Yeah.
He is so powerful.
Yeah, he is. He just some of his own stories, but then I like him because he says things that I often think, but I can't get away with saying. He's leaving town,
Yeah, he's not in his own parish right now. That's a good point.
That's right.
Hey, big things going on in the world of sports, Father.
There are, and I have to make a confession here.
Okay. It's just us, girl. It's okay. Yeah.
I went to an NBA game last Tuesday night.
Are you serious? Who'd you go see?
I saw the Cavs play the Mavericks. Friends of mine had some tickets, so I said, okay, I'll go. I went just pretty much because my friends were going. I wanted to spend some time with them. And it was the Cavs and Mavericks. For those who like the NBA, the Mavericks have Luka Doncic, who's a pretty good player, and he scored a bunch of points. And the Cavs won this game.
Nice.
And they won this game on a 60-foot buzzer beater.
Oh, my goodness. And you were there for it. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah, I hate to quote the NBA's slogan there, but that's fantastic. That's good.
Yeah. So, but do I know what's happened in the NBA since last Tuesday night? No, I don't.
That didn't change whether you were following the rest of it. Hey, how about basketball on the college level? Caitlin Clark doing some pretty amazing things.
Absolutely. So she is the Division I all-time point scorer. Now, of course, there's a little controversy, and I will agree with this. So the great Pistol Pete Maravich, formerly held that. And but there are a couple of things with Pistol Pete that we should keep in mind. I think the first is he only played 83 games at the college level.
Mm.
There was no shot clock, and there was no three-point line.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Clearly the best college player ever. I mean, look, you can count points, but he was the most dominant.
He was by far the best scorer of all time.
Yeah, loved it.
But nevertheless, what Caitlin Clark has done, I'll say this. So she is a heck of a scorer herself.
Oh, yeah.
And she has people paying attention to, women's basketball, especially at the collegiate level, which often does not happen. So she's really been a great phenomenon in the world of sports. And, kudos to her. Doesn't matter whether there's a three-point line or not, shot clock or not. To become the all-time scoring leader takes a little bit of work and a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm. And she's a great person, too. She's a good, solid Catholic, and she's very humble, and so she's fun to watch. Yep,
and she defeated our Buckeyes on Sunday, snapping the Lady Buckeyes' 15-game win streak. But on Sunday, the men beat Michigan,
by 25 or something. Yeah.
So.
And congratulations to the women, Big Ten regular season champions.
Yeah, which is something. That Iowa team's pretty good. So to win the Big Ten, and the Lady Buckeyes really have had a great season. We're getting close. We're getting close to the tournament. Here we are in March. We soon will get into the conference tournament, which will kind of help determine the big dance, the big tournament. So we're getting there. Whether or not the men make it from the Buckeyes, I really think the only way they can make it is if they win the Big Ten tournament. I think that's going to be hard to do. But the question then really becomes, does Jake Diebler, who is 4-1 in the 5 games as head coach this year, does he have a chance at being the full-time head coach for next year and beyond?
Well, and since this is your segment, what's your preference?
Well, I think that they really should go with a full search.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't exclude him necessarily,
Right.
but I wouldn't just give him the job right away. And very often you kind of see this where in all sorts of stuff, you see it especially in football, you know, maybe a coach gets fired midway through the year, they promote someone to interim, they have a pretty good rest of the season, and then they end up hiring him full time, and it doesn't work, you know. I think of the guy that West Virginia hired who was interim after Rich Rod left, and just didn't work long term.
Great insights.
Yeah, you very rarely want to take your offensive coordinator and make him the head football coach of your football team, especially if you can't beat Michigan. Anyway, all right. Very good.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm just kidding. Love
Thanks,
you.
Father Matt.
Love you, Ryan.
Wake up with